Do you enjoy games with crafting and exploration mechanics that you can personalize, making the gameplay experience your own? Or life sim RPGs with unique and thrilling narratives? How about cozying up to relaxing and chill games but with a hint of whimsy? If you answered yes to any of those, then you're at the right place. For this week's video, we'll be looking into new game demos, announcements, updates, and more for beloved indie and established titles. So grab your snacks, cozy up, and let's jump right into the first update. First up is Fabledom. The game hit consoles on September 12 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. In Fabledom, you're in charge of building and expanding a village in a world where fairy tales come to life. The game is easy to pick up, so beginners can dive in without stress. But for those who want a challenge, there are different difficulty levels to keep things interesting. Set in a magical world, you'll come across creatures like flying pigs, giants, and gnomes. Romance plays a big role in the game too. You'll meet 6 different rulers, and depending on who you interact with, your story and kingdom will develop in unique ways. Relationships will shape your experience and can even lead to special quests and buildings for your kingdom. We shared our thoughts on the PC version of this game on a separate video that you can check out after this. Next up is To the Moon. The beach episode is coming out on September 20, and it's bringing a new chapter to the series. The episode takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to play and will be available on PC, Mac, and Linux right away. As a fun extra, the developers are releasing a memory snow globe featuring a scene from the beach episode, and pre-orders should open soon. This episode is one of the possible endings for the To the Moon series. Unlike earlier games, this episode connects with all 3 titles in the series, To the Moon, Finding Paradise, and Imposter Factory, so it's worth playing them first to get the whole story. In To the Moon, 2 doctors, Dr. Rosaline and Dr. Watts, help fulfill dying patients' last wishes by going through their memories and creating a new version of their lives. This classic game is known for its deep story-driven focus without combat, and its original soundtrack plays a big role in the emotional storytelling. Overall, it's a straightforward but powerful experience. Up next is Omega Crafter. The game's new Samurai update is dropping in early October 2024, and you can expect some exciting new content. The update takes place on Fallen Samurai Isle, a beautiful set of islands with ancient mysteries to uncover. You'll gear up in samurai armor and explore ancient battlegrounds, booby-trapped dungeons, and castles full of new enemies to face. In Omega Crafter, the goal is to survive, build, and fight your way through a world still in development. The Samurai update introduces even more content, expanding the game's world and adding fresh challenges. It's a chance to experience new features and test their survival and crafting skills while battling against the game's glitches and threats. Moving on, we have Cloudscape. The developers shared some exciting updates, showing off new features like Limbo, skills, and more. Limbo is a special place you go when you run out of health in the game. Instead of just respawning with fewer items, you'll get to play minigames using spirit tokens that you earn for surviving in the game. You can spend these on items and upgrades. They've also reworked the skills system. Instead of unlocking underwhelming rewards, now you earn effort drops from any skill-based activity, whether it's chopping trees or fighting monsters. The game now uses a color-coded system for detecting buried items, and better shovels will help you find more treasure. In Cloudscape, you play as Kumo, a cloudling, who wakes up on an island and has to survive by gathering resources and crafting tools. You can even find romance, raise animal companions, and customize your home and look while piecing together the world's mysteries. Then we have Fields of Mistria. The latest update, version 1.11.6, brings some new features and fixes based on player feedback. Now you can choose from more pronoun options and new hair colors, including white and pastel shades. Shopping and crafting just got easier too. Players can hold click to quickly add items to their cart or craft in bulk. New recipes like quiche, chocolate cake, and iced coffee have been added, giving you more cooking options. Plus, if you're exploring the upper mines, you can now find a decor item, the mine's wooden arch. There are also updates to the character customization menu, including more eye colors and a new section for robes and coats. This patch also fixes some bugs and crashes, making the game run smoother. Things like rewards accidentally showing up in other save files and sound effect crashes have been taken care of, so gameplay should be more seamless now. And if you're liking your updates so far, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any more news on cozy and farming games. Next up is Grimshire. The developers of Grimshire have released a free demo, giving players a taste of this Plague Tale farming game. In Grimshire, you take on the task of reviving an old farm to support the mountain village where you've settled after a plague wiped out your former home. As you settle into the mountain village, you'll need to gather materials and grow food while preserving it through pickling, drying, smoking, and more to prevent it from going bad. The game offers plenty of farming activities, from growing crops and taming wild animals, to fishing in local rivers and foraging for resources like herbs and seeds. You'll help build projects to improve village life, donate items for research, and build relationships with the townsfolk. With 10 romance options, you can even find love amidst the struggle. But survival isn't guaranteed for everyone as the plague looms over the village. Your decisions and efforts will shape the village's future. Up next is Garden Trails. The demo for the game is also out now, giving a preview of this super cute gardening game where you play as a little sparrow named Tommy. In Garden Trails, you'll explore floating gardens, help other birds, grow magical flowers, and discover adorable outfits for Tommy. You play as Tommy, a small bird who's just moved to a neighborhood filled with floating gardens. Your job is to help the gardens bloom by planting magical flowers. As you explore the colorful world, you'll meet friendly bird neighbors who need your help with different tasks. You can also customize Tommy's outfits and design your garden however you like, making it a fun, relaxed game where you can show off your style while completing quests and making new bird friends. Now let's move on to Chef RPG. The game just launched its early access on Steam as of September 12. Set in White Ash Harbor, your goal is to revive the famous restaurant La Sequoia while helping the town regain its status as a tourist destination. The game features 3 story acts with over 20 quests, 2 customizable restaurants, and over 240 recipes to discover. You can hunt for ingredients, fish, farm, brew, and mine for resources to build unique machines and furniture. There are over 40 skills to unlock and 36 research skills to help refine your culinary specialties. You'll also meet a cast of characters with 20 major ones to befriend and romance. Although there's no time pressure or fail states for the main story, your performance during restaurant services will impact your rewards and relationships. And then we have Artisan Story. The upcoming game is launching its Kickstarter on September 17. In this game, players step into the shoes of twins Archie and Chloe Flamville, recent graduates of the Artisan Academy who decide to open an artisan shop. But they're just not crafting. They're also farming and taming monsters to gather materials. You can grow unique plants, care for monsters, and gather materials for crafting. Each monster in the dungeons behave differently, so players will need to learn how to tame them using strategy and their favorite foods. Once you've got your materials, you can get to work crafting everything, from weapons to potions and even food. The game also offers a relaxing experience, letting players explore 4 islands, meet 52 characters, 14 of which are romanceable, and enjoy a carefree fantasy life while perfecting their artisan skills. Moving on, we have The Witch's Bakery. The game has an active Kickstarter campaign and has already hit several stretch goals. Some of these goals include expanding the love story between Estelle and Loon, adding new recipes, more customization options for the bakery, and even a new map featuring a peaceful park. In this 2D adventure RPG, players step into the role of Loon, a joyful witch who opens a bakery in modern Paris. Loon has a special magical ability. She can see into people's hearts and heal their emotions through her baking. Each day in the Witch's Bakery is divided into 3 phases. During the daytime, Loon runs her bakery with the help of her friends. In the evening, she explores Paris, builds relationships, and helps her friends by entering their hearts. At night, Loon rests, improves her magic, and decorates her bakery. As you progress through the game, you'll earn experience, money, and fame while helping others and growing their bakery in the vibrant city of Paris. Up next is debut project Cooking Cafe. D3 Publisher has just announced debut project Cooking Cafe, a new cooking game coming to Switch and PC on November 14. In this game, players step into the role of a new cafe employee, tasked with taking orders, completing challenges, and crafting recipes designed to go viral on social media. The goal is to share photos of your dishes, earn likes, and boost the cafe's reputation. With enough creativity, players can work towards gaining 1 million followers for their cafe. You can create up to 80 different menu items in the kitchen and experience the fun of cooking through 13 minigames. These mini challenges let you experiment with flavors, toppings, and more, adding variety and depth to the gameplay. And there you have it for this week's update. Are there any games that caught your eye? In the next video, we'll be sharing our thoughts on Fabledom, where you'll build and grow your village into a kingdom, find your prince or princess, and live happily ever after. If you're into fairy tales, you won't want to miss this. So click on the video and I'll see you there. Stay awesome, gamers!